can't have a review for Stranger Things Season 2 without showcasing your own box of Eggo waffles. By the way, no product placement. I'm not getting paid to show this off. I'm just showing it off because, you know, Eggos, Stranger Things, and 11. Okay, let's get into this review. Stranger Things Season 2, or Stranger Things 2, how it is advertised, is of course the second season to my favorite show on Netflix, Stranger Things. And that show took me by surprise last year. I was not expecting much of that show. I know everybody was talking about it, saying, oh, you gotta watch Stranger Things, you gotta watch Stranger Things. I'm like, okay, I'll watch this show called Stranger Things. And it blew me away. I was not expecting to love the story. I was not expecting to love the character, the style, the music. Just everything about Stranger Things. It's just the perfect definition of just storytelling at its best. Goes along with Game of Thrones and so many other TV shows that are showing nowadays. And Season 2 is no different because Season 2 is just as great as the first season. I was binge watching the heck out of the season all yesterday. I text everybody, my friends and family, don't bother me for another 8 to 9 hours because my show, Stranger Things, I'm going to marathon the entire season, the new season, so don't bother me, guys. I'm going to watch this show. I'm going to get invested. I have my Reese cups, I have my soda, I have my chips, I have my candy, I have all the other good stuff. Watching it all yesterday, and man, it felt like a good 9 to 10 hour movie. And that's what I really love about shows on Netflix, that they have a very theatrical feeling about it, and that it feels like they feel like better movies than movies that are showing right now in the theater, and that is very sad. And Stranger Things is definitely one of those shows that it has a very theatrical weight to it, just like Game of Thrones, where this could be a good like 10-hour movie that I could sit in the theater and not fall asleep. Of course, there'll be intermissions, of course, like sit in the theater for like a good 10 hours. But this is a show that you really get invested in the characters, you really get invested in the story, you really get invested in just everything about the show, whether it's good things about it or whether there's stuff that goes down in it. You get invested no matter what. You get to see the crew back, you get to see Will back, Mike back, Lucas back, Dustin back. You get the boys are back in this show. I love these guys. These guys, I feel like I would hang out with these guys back in the 80s as I was on the show. These guys are so cool and likable, and they feel and act and talk like kids. And that's what's so great about the show, and that's what I love so much about the first season, that they act like kids. They talk like kids. And they do kid stuff. And that's what makes the show so great, and their chemistry and their bonding between these characters are so fantastic. It's definitely one of the show's best highlights, is that these group of boys, that they just act like boys in the 80s, and how would they talk to each other, how they would screw around each other, how they would curse at each other, make fun of each other. They just act like kids, but at the same time, they got each other's back, and they really care for each other. Where stuff goes down, stuff goes crazy, they got each other's back. Like, these four guys are brothers. And that's the camaraderie with those four characters I really loved about the first season and in Season 2. And of course, we get to see 11 back. My girl, 11, Millie Bobby Brown. She was the shiznit in Season 1. I mean, I loved 11 so much. She was like one of my favorite characters of that year, 2016. And now she is back in Season 2, and she just as awesome as ever. This girl is going places. Millie Bobby Brown, I can see in the future just being an A-list actress, and her performance in the show as 11 just shows that she is definitely one of the best television characters of all time. 11 is that cool of a character, and in this season, she really shines. She really does shine in the season. Season 1 was just her introduction. Y'all, Season 2 is just like, hey, I'm freaking 11, and I'm the crap, so respect me, bow down to me. And I just love how they just did that in this season, and just they know that everybody loved 11 so much in Season 1. In this season, she was like, yeah, I'm 11. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I love that. I love 11 so much. Actually, I should be 11 for Halloween. But, you know, guys can dress up as girls, right? Or there could be people like that who want to be feeling that. But anyways, I'm getting too off topic. Let's move on with the show. Of course, we get the sheriff back. We get the mom back with Winona Ryder. We get Jonathan back. We get the sister back. We get the boyfriend back. We get everybody back from season 1 come back in this season, season 2. We also get some new characters in this season as well. We get to get introduced to Billy, played by Sean Astin, Samwise Gamgee himself. I thought he was a very cool character. I really liked his character, but unfortunately, can't get attached to these characters too quick, because, you know, bad might happen to him. Well, give it away. I'm sort of fam, sort of not. I don't know if I'm giving it away or not, but don't get attached to him real quick, guys. That's all I gotta say. But Sean Astin does a great job in the show. I really do like them. We also have a new member to the Stranger Things group of kids, and that is Max, who her nickname is Mad Max. Max was a very cool character. She was a great addition to the series. And I'm kind of glad they have another girl in this group, because they kind of need to have like a balance, because, you know, 11 can't be the only girl in this group. We have another girl in the group who is just as tough and just as a BA as 11, but without being a total copy of her. I know she's not going to have the telekinesis supernatural powers, I know that, but just get someone who just a total BA chick, and that was Max. I really do love Max. I might have a thing for her. Maybe not. I'm not sure. And, you know, Dustin and Lucas are both those two have a crush on Max. I'm not going to say who ends up I'm not going to say who one of them ends up with her, but all I gotta say is, yeah, I'm kind of glad that that certain person ended up with Max. I'm not gonna say who it is, but yeah. And Dacre Montgomery is also in the show, who he plays Max's older stepbrother, and he is a total douche in the show. I mean, Dacre Montgomery does a pretty good job. He was one of the things that I liked in the recent Power Rangers movie, because he played the Red Ranger, even though I don't give a crap about Power Rangers. But he was one of the things I liked about that movie. One of the few things. But I thought he really did shine in the show. I thought he was very good. Hey, this is another actor I can see going places, because this guy can act. I do see Dacre Montgomery being in a lot of these movies and TV shows, and will pull off a very legit good performance. And I gotta give him props to that. And I do gotta say, it's a good thing that they released this season around Halloween time, because, you know, there's a lot of creepy stuff that went down in the show. Like the little slug, like, monster thing, which, like I said, I won't get into spoilers. I'm probably not gonna do a spoiler review for this season. But that little slug monster thing won't stay that tiny for long, that Dustin has. Just keep watching the show, and then it becomes something very, 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 very worse. Which I saw that, I'm just like, holy crap. This feels like sort of like Gremlins, or one of those like The Thing or whatever. One of those like old school 80s horror monster movies. It kind of feels, it gives me that vibe. While the first season gives me more of a Stephen King novel vibe mixed with Steven Spielberg, while this movie gives me like a old school monster movie vibe. And that's one of the things I really do love, how what this show is doing. It's tributing to things that was so great in the 80s, because I'm a huge 1980s nut. Like, I love anything from the 1980s, any bad movie from the 1980s. I'll love it. Any bad song for the 80s, I'll love it. There are a lot of 80s songs that I caught in the show that they played. I'm not gonna say what song it was. I'm like, hey, I know that song. I got that song in my, say to my phone, I have that song. I know that movie poster. I know that band group. This show is made for me, guys. That's why I love the show so much. It is made for me. However, I do have one issue with the season. Yes, I love the season very much. I love the characters. I love the episodes. I love the story. I love the music. I love the setting. Everything. But there's one issue that I have with this season, and that is the episode The Lost Sister. That is the 7th episode of the season. This episode feels like filler. I don't think If you would have just erased this episode, if you just like took this episode out of the season, it would not make any difference to the story, to the season whatsoever, to the show. This episode feels like it was like very like pointless. It's saying like, hey, let this throw this random episode in here. It just felt very out of place. Like they said, hey, let's kill some time. We focus on Will and his being possessed by the upside down world. Let's have this random episode, the Lost Sister. Let's throw that in there to develop 11's character some more and add these new crazy characters in there too, just to have an extra episode. It honestly came off like that, and that's why I felt like that episode, if I rewatched the season, when I binge watched the entire series, I could just easily skip that episode. Like, I'm not a big fan of that episode. It's not a terrible episode at all. It's not terrible. It's not awful. But it just feels like that was kind of that wasn't really necessary to like watch or anything. Like, they could have just really easily like took that out. But I don't know. That was just me. I just felt like that episode was just very pointless. But overall, guys, I loved season 2 of Stranger Things. I'm not sure if I loved this season or season 1 more, because season 1 was just a huge surprise that I was not expecting season 1 to be that good. Season 2, I already know what I'm getting myself into. I'm going to get myself into some great storytelling, some great writing, great characters, great setting, all the 80s references. I know I'm going to get all of that. So it's kind of hard to see like which season do I like more. I'll have to rewatch the first season and season 2 to give my official thoughts on which season I like, but as of right now, I love both equally, so I can't really decide which season is better. But overall, guys, Stranger Things Season 2 or Stranger Things 2, great season, great, just love it, except for Episode 7, because Episode 7, they could have just left that out, but other than that, this show is phenomenal. This show is great. I love it. It ended on a cliffhanger, just like Season 1, which makes me very upset, because I just want more. I want more, but I gotta wait another year to see the story continue, but that's what I get for watching the entire season in a day. So, gotta wait another year for Season 3. I can't wait to see what they'll do with Season 3. Hopefully they'll do something a little bit different, but we'll wait and see, because what they'll do with Season 3, I'm in. I am in. I'm gonna give Stranger Things Season 2 an A. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you guys have watched Stranger Things Season 2 or Stranger Things 2, let me know what you think of it in the comment section down below. And let me know what season is your favorite. Do you love Season 1 more? Do you love Season 2 more? Or do you love both more? Or you love both equally? What the heck? Do you love both seasons equally? And let me know who's your favorite Stranger Things character. Yeah, I would like to hear who is your favorite Stranger Things character in the comment section down below as well. And as always, guys, if you are new to my channel, like this video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.